producers of The Real World on MTV are now looking for cast members of a new season of Real World, and the cast members they want cast members who are Occupy Wall Street protesters, which makes me very nervous for some reason. I don't know. I don't want MTV to get their hands on this movement in any way, shape, or form. Like, there just seems something so shady about the same television channel that has Jersey Shore having any say in Occupy Wall Street.
Exactly. That's exactly the point. They're going to make them look like such shit any chance they get. The thing is, yeah, you're saying like Jersey Shore. Okay, one Occupy Wall Street protester who gets on MTV. They're going to go out and they're going to get wasted, and then they're going to, I don't know, get drunk and throw the phone off, like the landline off the wall, and then people are going to be like, oh, look at these terrible rebels that are protesting. They're going to make them look like shit.
Right. It's a great way to distract from what the real message is, and that makes me uncomfortable to know that a corporate environment is going to be able to portray these protesters in a certain way.
And that's the thing. I think it won't be as obvious as trying to, that will be the objective. It'd kind of be like, look, we're trying to take a serious take on things. It's similar. I've previous seasons of The Real World when, say, someone drinks too much, they get into fights all the time, and they continue to let them go out and get in these fights and then get into their drinking binges, or someone has an eating disorder, and they go through the whole cycle. Then at the end of the episode, or maybe there's like a guy's gonna hit one of the girls, and then at the end of the episode, they say, if you or someone you know is involved in domestic violence or violence dispute, call this number. It's a serious issue. So it would go through the whole thing, maybe, and then show how idiotic some of these people would be. And then they would say, if you want to learn more about the Wall Street protests and the Occupy movement, go to this website. You know, it'll like make it seem like they're going at it serious.
Right. After we make fun of the protesters and make them look like clowns, make sure if you want to learn more about Occupy Wall Street, go to this website. You're
so
exactly
say,
right
we brought
about
it up for this reason, to educate the community.
No,
but here's the problem with it. Not to cut you off, but here's the problem with it. You're going to see websites like all the anti-Occupy Wall Street, and they're going to have just the clip of that person getting in a fight or having a drunk tirade. They're not going to have that, if you know anyone that's involved in domestic violence or anything like that. On those websites, they're just going to have that 1 to 2 minute clip, and that's it. And that's the problem.
Yeah, I just don't want MTV doing anything with this. And I'm really nervous that they're going to attract people who are just completely clueless about the movement.
Right, that's the thing.
People who just want to be famous, and they're like, this is my opportunity. Who cares? Let me pretend like I'm a Wall Street protester. Totally. And they're looking for a very specific age group between the ages of 20 and 24. So they're looking for young, you know, maybe not as mature cast members. And it just makes me uncomfortable, and I don't like it.
And as you know, they still have to cast it. They would get, I'm sure they'd get plenty of well-informed people who participated in the movement that they're going to be like, oh, boring, don't need them. When they could probably fill the house with people that know what's going on and could really articulate the movement and what they experienced there, but they probably wouldn't want them.
No,
that's
hell no.
no fun.
Look, MTV is not profitable because they find intellectual, normal human beings to cast in their shows. They're very successful because they have side shows.
It's more entertaining.
It's more entertaining.
Honestly, it is.
It's why we watch reality TV, right? No one wants to watch like Goody Two Shoes or Miss Smarty Pants. They want to watch someone.
Yeah, we do that at work. We'd read and talk about intellectual things during work, or then watch people actually articulate what they're trying to say about the movement at work. You want to get home, you want to watch something stupid.
Right, that's very true, and it's unfortunate at the same time, but it is what it is. There's a market out there for it, and MTV is going to, you know, listen to that market.